Hello.
Hey, everybody.
Hello, hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey, everybody. It's Amanda. Welcome to the Anti-Natalism International Award Ceremony for the Anti-Natalist Film Festival 2021. So it's extremely exciting today to get to this point. So much has been building towards the making of this video and the announcing of our winners today for the Anti-Natalist Film Festival. Originally, this was supposed to be a whole separate event, a live event that Anti-Natalism International was going to put on. For a variety of reasons, that was not possible today. Regardless, though, we can come together to create this video, and we are so excited to finally award these prizes. So much brilliant work was created for the Anti-Natalist Film Festival this year. Just an incredible start to what we hope will really be a long-running, legacy event. I really do hope that we can do this festival for years to come. And this was just a phenomenal first year. Once again, thank you so much to all of our filmmakers for producing all of the amazing work that they did for the film festival this year. For everybody that voted, for everybody that watched, I really, really hope that everybody enjoyed this first year of the festival. I know that all of us really, really enjoyed putting on the event. So thank you so much again to everybody. So we will be awarding 3 different prizes today. 3 different films have won the Anti-Natalist Film Festival for this first year. The first prize that we're going to be announcing today is the Anti-Natalist Approved Award, which was selected by all of you. So on the Anti-Natalism International website, on the film festival page, there was a Google Doc that was linked sort of a little bit further into the page. And many of you actually went to that page and voted for who you thought should win this particular prize. Drum roll. The winner for the Anti-Natalist Approved Prize is Cervus Infernus with EFILant seals. An absolutely brilliant anti-nature documentary film that I am completely in love with. I interviewed Cervus Infernus about this piece earlier in the year. Link below to see my full interview with Cervus Infernus. It's an excellent interview. He's just an excellent filmmaker, and it really, so many things that have come out of the festival this year have just been sensational, and I think his work that's going to be enjoyed for many years to come. And Cervus Infernus's work is absolutely no exception to that. Just has been producing some incredible stuff that really has been making a big impact, I think, in the community. And EFILant seals is definitely one of those crowning glories of the things that he's produced. So congratulations to Cervus Infernus. For the Anti-Natalist Approved Award, you have won a large selection of anti-natalist swag. So you'll be winning a copy of The Art of Castrating Natalism, or Natalism by Glistening, a copy of The Child-Free Christ by Théophile de Garreau, a copy of Miguel Steiner's first anti-natalist book, a copy of Ken Coates's from, I always forget the name of this, Rejectionist Philosophy from Buddhism to Benatar, a copy of Last Call for Heroes by Conor Garcia, a copy of Procreation is Murder by Jun Huang, a copy of Life Sucks's ABCs of Anti-Natalism, the coloring book, and a copy of History of Anti-Natalism by Katerina Lakhmoneva. So Cervus Infernus, I will be contacting you after we create this video, and I will send you your collection of cool anti-natalist books. There's also a sticker, I think, somewhere in here for Stop Having Kids. So a nice collection of stuff. And I so hope that you enjoy your prize. Thank you so much again for making EFILant seals for the festival this year. Okay, now announcing the second prize for today is the Inmendham's Challenge Award. So earlier in the year, I was having quite a lot of info sessions on the festival, which was just a way for people to come, explore what the festival was about, learn about the festival, shoot ideas around. And Inmendham came to several of those info sessions and had a lot of great ideas and proposed a whole separate section of the festival, which was dedicated to the creation of, infotainment, basically short form films, videos with the intention of convincing people of anti-natalism. really wanted to do something to promote the creation of specifically that kind of work, something like a PSA, something like a commercial, basically. And that kind of content is very, very important for our activism. And so I really jumped on the idea to do something special to promote the creation of that kind of work. And so we've dubbed this challenge the Inmendham's Challenge, and I've attached a $500 cash prize to this challenge. And I'm very happy to announce that the winner, drum roll, of the Inmendham's Challenge prize is yet again Cervus Infernus with his film Put Down the Dice, Anti-Natalism PSA. Listen, we didn't intend to have one person win two of the prizes, but both of these films that Cervus Infernus created were just so sensational. And the PSA was really just an incredible piece. And so I'm really very, very proud and pleased to award Cervus Infernus with not only the Anti-Natalist approved prize, but the Inmendham's Challenge prize as well. So yet again, Cervus Infernus, congratulations. I will be in contact after this video goes up. And congratulations on your $500 winnings. And just thank you so much again for producing such excellent work for the festival this year. It's really phenomenal, and I just can't wait to see everything that you produce in the future. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm really excited to announce the Founders Choice Award, and this is something which unanimously all the founders agree with. This is a 1 hour, almost a little bit more than an hour piece of work. 1 hour and 9 minutes. And this is coming from a Christian perspective, considering that Christianity is a majority, is a religion that is followed by the majority of people who are alive right now, supposedly. And some of the lines in this documentary that kind of touch me, or very inspired me was, these are the lines. Let me read it out. Jesus said to Judas, "It would be better for him if he had not been born." And the creator of the film says, "I saw the mirror in his eyes. It wasn't hatred, but sympathy and empathy." That was amazing, thinking from the creator of this film. And the creator also says, Jesus was also a person who should not have been born. And then these are other three lines which I love the best. Jesus was better never to have been. Sorry, Judas was better never to have been. Jesus was better never to have been. And everyone was better never to have been. And the film and the work that gets this award, Founders Choice Award, is Apology of Iscariot. Developed, created by AI, and you should check it out. You should check out the entire script of this work, which AI has kind of put it in the description of this documentary.
Yeah, I just want to second everything that Anugrah has said. In some respects, I know this is maybe going to be a bit of a controversial choice, but this film, I just can't even begin to describe how much this film impressed me so much. AI, like all of us at ANI are atheists. I don't even know, honestly, to be honest, if AI, the creator of this film, I believe is also an atheist, but this film does come from a more like Christian anti-natalist perspective. And it's, when I first decided to do this festival, I never expected somebody to submit a fully animated feature-length film. And this is just an incredible achievement. It's a true experimental film. And all throughout the year, I received little clips, little pieces of the script. It's just an amazing sort of tour de force creative achievement, Apology of Iscariot. And I've watched it many, many times. Every time I watch it, it changes for me. The images are so haunting. It's just a brilliant piece of work. I wrote to all the filmmakers last night, and I said to them, in all honesty, I wish that I had a prize for everybody. Everybody submitted such incredible work. But Apology of Iscariot is just something so incredibly special. And I think we all agreed, when we met to decide who was going to win this particular prize, that it would just be a huge mistake not to really highlight and hold high Apology of Iscariot, because it's just an incredible achievement. So I want to say a really special thank you to AI for creating Apology of Iscariot. And if I can do anything to encourage this young filmmaker, I absolutely want to. And I highly encourage you, AI, to submit this film to other film festivals. One of the biggest goals that I've had for this film festival is, maybe the Anti-Natalist Film Festival is your first festival, but I hope that this is something that will encourage anti-natalist filmmakers to submit their work to other film festivals. So, Summit Mazumdar, another one of our amazing filmmakers, actually did this. He actually has been submitting his film to other film festivals, and he got in to at least one other one, which is just incredible. Congratulations, Summit, so much on that. And I hope to see more of our filmmakers do the same. I absolutely hope that that AI, the creator of Apology of Iscariot, does that. Just an incredible young South Korean filmmaker. Can't wait to see what else you produce in the future. Just a true work of art. Thank you so much again for producing this incredible film. So speaking about the prize that AI is going to win for Apology of Iscariot, AI, I am very, very proud to award you this, which is a handmade sculpture that I have created just for the winner of this particular section. It is, I'm going to be making a whole separate video soon just about this, just showing it off in more detail. I know this particular camera that I'm working with now is maybe not the best way of showing it, but this is supposed to be sort of a DNA molecule. I created that older, for those that have seen it, I have this other image that I created of, animals and humans sort of behind the bars of the DNA molecule. And that this is sort of a different version of that idea, only three-dimensional, of like DNA molecule, but with all of these unhappy screaming faces inside of it, and all of these different animals. And down here, as you will see, is this hand trying to come out. And I think of this as the hand of the anti-natalist. So that's sort of what anti-natalism is. It's like this hand trying to reach out from the DNA molecule to something else, which is nothing. But yeah, I'm really very proud to be able to give this to you, AI. You have definitely deserved it. A great piece of art deserves to be rewarded with. I'm not going to call this a great piece of art, at least a mediocre piece of art. My original intention was to paint this, but I just like the way that it looks as the sort of raw super sculpey clay. I think it kind of matches the tone. And I just broke a little piece of it off, and there's a little screaming face in the center of that there. I don't know how I'm going to get this to South Korea, but I'll find a way. So if you can bear with me, AI, you will be receiving that as soon as possible. I'm going to show this real quick. Again, I'm going to make a whole separate video about this soon, but you'll receive it in this this case here. So it'll be glued down to this, and hopefully, packaged up as tightly as possible, so that hopefully it can survive the long trip that it's got to go on. But you have absolutely deserved this, and I hope that you enjoy it. And just my biggest congratulations to you, and my thanks once again for producing such an incredible piece of work.
frankly speaking, I never expected this process of judging movies to be that difficult. I just thought I'll just watch some random videos and select one of them. But it is like all the movies are so impressive, and it took me like, I don't know, I watched every movie, almost every movie 3-4 times, then finalized some of them. And even in the end, on the day when we had to select the movie also, I was asking Amanda which movie has got majority votes. Like, is there some movie which is getting 2-3 prizes together, because there are different categories. And like I was finding it extremely difficult to finalize my vote. So yeah, so all the movies are really very, very good. Like, some of the lines and the visuals are even now kind of imprinted in my mind. If I had to say, for example, EFILant seals, in that there is like, they reproduce for no other purpose other than just passing their genetic code, and that code is nothing but that creates monsters, these kind of lines. And in that Apology of Iscariot, if you see, there was this line where they tell they don't want to live, so they live. Like multiple things, not just these 2 or 3 movies, but every movie was good. I mean, the animation, the visual effects, the music used. So everyone has like kind of put their heart and soul into it, and done that movies. I really appreciate that. And some movies, especially, you are not just making a movie, but creating a new culture, because societies and cultures across the world generally tend to see. Even it took me a long time to realize that nature is something very beautiful. It is something to be worshipped as Mother Nature. Oh, that bird is singing. Look at that green tree, the smiling flowers. This is the general poetry narrative, general religious narrative. Everywhere, this is the thing we see. It is only these kind of movies which are kind of very eye-opening. This gives people a fresh perspective and a different version. In fact, the truth and the reality of nature. So I appreciate each one of you. And some movies were very good in infographics, and there was one movie which told the difference between anti-natalism and how they are linked to anti-natalism and vegan think. I like that also. Then there was this Hope for No Hope, and also this Apology of Iscariot. That I think I like is it was like kind of, there was a sense of mystery, and that kind of when goes and meets that existential crisis and anti-natalism thing. I don't know, I have lots of things to say, but I'm not getting proper words. But congratulations to the winners, to all the 3 winners. And to those of you who have not won the award, you actually deserve an award. Thank you.
That was
Nice.
beautiful, Pratima. Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah, that was wonderful. So before we close out today, I just want to give a special shout out to each of the films that were submitted to the festival this year, to each of our filmmakers. I truly wish, as I've said before, that I had a prize for each of you. You absolutely deserve so much, every single one of you. Spared, an Anti-Natalist poem, the remade version, spoken word poetry by Uncertainly. Absolutely beautiful video. I have it on good account that several people were brought to tears. Our opening film for the festival as well was the first film that people saw, and it was just so powerful. I'm a huge fan of Uncertainly. My name is Benjamin Golezede, and I'm probably pronouncing the last name incorrectly. Benjamin Benjamin, I think is how you pronounce it more correctly. I apologize if that's not correct. Is antinatalism.persian on many places on the internet. Really has made a very important contribution, I think, to the antenatal world. Doesn't really get as much attention as I think he absolutely deserves, and very much has a kind of a really tragic personal story that he also tells, amongst his antinatalist activism as well. And I think it's it's a short film. It's very important for people to take a look at. And I really do wish there was more that I could do for his situation. But I was very happy and pleased to be able to include that film in the festival this year. Thank you so much, Benjamin. I want to give a huge shout out to an Anti-Natalist who submitted 2 films to the festival this year, Sentient Sock, as well as a music video by the name of Crybaby. I absolutely loved both of these videos. Sentient Sock is so funny. and so just, you know, a little piece of gentle dark comedy, so well produced. I'd absolutely love to see more from an Anti-Natalist in the future. Just very, very talented individual. Great song. I only after the first time I listened to Crybaby, I had it stuck in my head for days and days and days. So yeah, once again, extremely talented, content producer and video maker. Thank you so much for submitting your work. The Graphene Rule, I'm a huge fan of. I've been a huge fan of for a long time. This is somebody that's had a YouTube channel for a while now. It does not have a lot of videos, but all the videos that they submitted to the Anti-Natalist Film Festival. So the extent of empathy, and the vegan anti-natalist connection, as well as euphemisms, all three of them, brilliant pieces of work. Sort of video essays, I think is maybe the correct way of describing them. Important work. I mean, really, I mean that sincerely. I think all of the films by the Graphene Rule are important, absolute, required viewing, I would say, to those in the anti-natalist community. And it was a huge rush when the Graphene Rule submitted their work to the festival. I was so excited to be able to feature such excellent work. So thank you so much to the Graphene Rule for sharing your talents with us for the festival this year. Nina Paley, the great Nina Paley, of course, an extremely famous animator. Mark J. Maharaj and I actually interviewed Nina Paley on the Exploring Anti-Natalism podcast earlier last year. And this piece that she very generously allowed us to have in the festival is actually a little clip from the film Thank You for Not Breeding, which is her unfinished film about Vehement, actually. And it's one of the animated sequences. The sequence that we use is called the Guise of Fertility, which is this incredible claymation extravaganza. It's just an incredible piece of work. It's quite old. It's sort of the one legacy piece in the festival this year. And I just was so proud to have it in the festival. So thank you so much to Nina. And I highly, highly, highly encourage everybody to go follow Nina on all of her social media. She's releasing new stuff lately. And it's just brilliant. She's an incredible artist. I want to also say a huge thank you to AI, of course, our winner for the ANI Founders Award this year, who will win the sculpture. AI did in fact submit 2 films to the festival this year. In addition to the Apology of Iscariot, there was also Anti-Natalism in One Sentence and Letter to Potential Parents, which was their submission to the Inmendham's challenge. It was a short little piece, but really, really wonderfully done. It was sort of nice to have that balance of, long form content and short form content from the same creator. And, just so talented, so incredibly talented, and with a very unique personalized style. So wonderful. Thank you so much, AI. Cervus Infernus, of course, submitted 2 films and won 2 different categories with those 2 films. EFILant Seals, absolutely brilliant anti-nature documentary film. So in love with this movie. It's just a stunning piece of work. And of course, in addition to that, Cervus Infernus also submitted the winner of the Inmendham's category, which is Put Down the Dice, Anti-Natalism PSA, which should run on every public access station in America and throughout the world, and on national television as well. It's just such a powerful little piece. And I said it before earlier in this video, but I absolutely cannot wait to see what Cervus Infernus produces after this point. There's 2 videos on Cervus Infernus' channel, and they're both so strong, both winners of two prizes, and just incredible work. The next one I'd like to give a shout out to is Sumit Mazumdar's The Best Gift of Christmas. Of course, Sumit Mazumdar has also submitted his entry to the Why Are You an Anti-Natalist contest from earlier this last year, called Why I Am an Anti-Natalist. In some respects, a bit of a controversial piece, but also much beloved as well. It really, I think Sumit has a future really producing anti-natalist content. Really seems to have a passion for it, really seems to be a natural at it, and has just been a wonderful and charming individual to interact with, and I really think is extremely talented. Again, it has been the one person so far from the festival this year that has submitted their work to other festivals and actually managed to get the work into other festivals, which is one of my deepest hopes for work that comes out of the Antinatalist Film Festivals, for antinatalist filmmakers to actually move their work outside of the YouTube idiom into other festivals. And so I'm so proud of Sumit for crossing that boundary and moving it into other platforms. Excellent work. So thank you so much for everything that you do, Sumit, and thank you so much for all of the support that you've shown the festival and shown ANI, making videos to promote the festival. That's been so helpful to us. And just so excited to see what you produce in the future. Want to give a special shout out to my dear friend Laith Malik Reem, who of course produced the incredible film The Hidden Truth, which is entirely in Arabic, subtitled in English. Of course, because Laith is a founder of ANI, the Laith's film was not eligible for a prize, but it's an extremely powerful short documentary film. Really an excellent piece. I absolutely think the world of Laith's work. I could listen to him read the phone book in Arabic. His voice is just so wonderful, and so it's a pleasure it's a pleasurable audio experience, whether you understand Arabic or not, to just listen to the film. But he's really put a lot of great ideas together within this documentary, and once again, just extremely powerful piece. Congratulations to Laith for The Hidden Truth. Once again, as I hope to say to everybody that submitted work to the festival, this is a piece that absolutely deserves to be submitted to more festivals. So I hope you end up doing that, Laith. Want to give another special shout out to my dear friend Kevin. I doubt it, for the video, The Hope for No Hope. This was an excellent video. There is everything that I doubt it makes is just of the most superior quality. He is extremely talented, both in terms of his writing and his exceptionally professional video, the quality of his video. I am a huge I Doubt It fan, as I know many of you out there also are. And it was a huge, obviously Kevin and I worked together with our dear friend EFIL WB, Danny Thomas, with The Right to No Longer Exist, A Right to Die podcast, and everything else that The Right to No Longer Exist does. And it's been an absolute pleasure to work more closely with Kevin throughout this last year. And I'm just so grateful to I Doubt It for submitting this wonderful film for the festival. It's just incredible. It's a great video. I highly recommend that everybody go check it out. Then there was this other jerk who submitted this thing called Yang's Last Call for Heroes speech 2047. I don't know. I mean, if you have a second, go check it out. Weird person pretending to be this or that. I mean, it comes from a great book. The book is great. Definitely go check out the book. Okay, link below. It's Last Call for Heroes by Connor Garcia. But I don't know. It's just this strange individual saying these, just absolutely bizarre. Pay no attention. And yeah, I think that does kind of that does sort of shout out all of our wonderful films and filmmakers for the first edition, the 2021 edition of the Anti-Natalist Film Festival. I cannot tell you quite how hard my chest is filled with pride in this first year of the festival. And all of you who have submitted work for this year's festival have made it possible, as well as my fellow founders of ANI. All of you have helped make this possible as well. It is a dream come true, and that is not hyperbole. It is an absolute dream come true to see the fruition of this this first year of the festival come to pass. And so I just want to thank you all from the bottom of my heart for making it possible. It means the world to me. I absolutely, if you haven't noticed, I absolutely am in love with anti-natalist art. And I think this festival is a stepping stone towards bigger things for anti-natalist art. At least I hope it can be. And very proud of that. I'm just very, very, very glad it exists.
Thank you for your movie like that. I just love your expressions and that voice, and that when you're watching that, it really looks like as if it's really happening. The world is going to end and something is going to happen. And so I'm listening to. I'm not American citizen, but when I'm listening to that, I feel like, oh, I'm a citizen of America and my president is telling me something. And I'm one of those heroes. So that is the kind of feel I get when I watch that. So thank you for taking the lead in organizing all this. And I really appreciate some of the movies mentioning, maybe it was Sumit Mazumdar who talks about right to die and consumerism. And even I want to thank everyone, even the Lates movie. I like even the selection of the name, The Hidden Truth, and how he finally leaves the judgment to the audience, and instead of judging. So I like how he gives that analogy of, even if there is 1% chance of having an accident or death in a roller coaster, you wouldn't take that risk, but you're taking such a risk by bringing a child into this world. So yeah, thank you, everyone. Thank you for watching this video.
You are one of those heroes, Pratima, and thank you so much for telling me your thoughts about that. And yeah, it's my absolute pleasure. And yeah, just thank you so much again to everybody.
Bye.
Bye, everybody. Bye.